Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, here at WFBR 1590 every Saturday from 9 to 10 in the morning, me and Kingsley. You know what we strive to do here. We strive to bring power, dignity, and class. Thank God my show's on Saturday, King. Is there any class on Saturday usually?
No.
No class, King. You like school on Saturday, no class.
No class.
Again, I say that's missing, King. I'm going to keep saying it, King. We see it every day. We see the unclassless things all day in our community. And it's accepted now, King.
Yeah, it is.
And it's accepted now. Foulness and everything, King. You can just walk down the street with your marijuana and your weed and your blunts, and you have no class. I got class with mine. I don't need everybody to see what I do. I go in the house or I go somewhere where people who do that.
That's called discretion.
It's called discretion for other folks. You know what I mean? Because the guy real down the street, he really don't like the way that stuff smell.
No.
You get me? So I'm having a little discretion for him and a little class with myself and saying I don't want to ruggle the ward.
Self-respect is.
There you go, King.
Yeah, self-respect is missing these days. So.
King, we're gonna talk about what we always talk about, but I'm going straight in, King, on tradition. Straight in on tradition.
Tradition.
They always say we don't have no tradition in our communities. We don't have tradition. Well, we do have traditions. We created them. Our own little things we do here as African Americans here in our country.
Mm-hmm.
And excuse me for a minute. Let me say what I just said, King, because I had a big argument this week about African American. Let me start right now with that, King. King, are you American or an African American?
I'm an American.
Good call, King. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I am an American now. And let me show you how racism has cultivated in America. There should be no more black, white, other on applications anymore. Because when I go to Cuba, or if I go to one of these other countries, they don't label theirs as light Cubans, dark Cubans, and other Cubans, right? They are just named Cubans. They all identify as one people. Over here in America, racism is cultivated. King, I forgot to tell you about this story that I came up with this racism, and you brought it up. And when you hit with that, that's why I said, let me go straight into this. When you say that you're an African American, or you're a Caucasian American, you're an Indian American, you're cultivating racism to me. Sat down and I really thought about this, King, because again, I say I'm an American, and I've heard of all the plights that we went through as black people or African Americans. I understand the plight and history of my folks, but I'm an American.
Yeah.
And if I keep up with the color identification, then I am cultivating racism to its unendable cycle. Y'all get what I just said?
Yes.
To its unendable cycle. Now, we in America consistently talk about the ending of racism.
Yes.
Well, it has to start right there, I believe. No, don't come in here and tell me you're Caucasian, or you're black, or you're Indian. I need somebody to do this job. You get me, King?
I'm with you.
I need somebody to do this job. I don't care what color you are. I sent out these applications to Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And I know sometimes you can have some people at the head of that poll that's taking these applications that can misjudge people. We know we've done it where they took the black applications and put them to the back. We understand those situations.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to end this cycle. Stop calling each other colors. Matter of fact, in our actuality, King, we don't know what color we are. What they say we were? Negroes?
Negroids and Caucasoids.
Caucasoids,
and
coons,
Negroids.
shines, monkeys. We don't know what we were. So how about just saying you're American? You're American. Your parents fought in these wars.
Well, here's the problem with what you're saying.
Go ahead, King.
It doesn't support the rhetoric that's out here.
I get that. Go ahead, King. Go
So
ahead. The racist rhetoric. Go
so
ahead.
the racist rhetoric, exactly. I mean, we go back to the Democratic Party, because we talk about them a lot. And we talk about the origins of the Democratic Party.
To tell a guy about that.
And we talk about how, you know, the originators of the whole idea behind the donkey, of where it came from, because they were so stubborn, or Andrew Jackson was so stubborn in his ideas, because he was so racist in his ideas, he wasn't willing to change them. You fast forward to the 1960s or whatever, and then you start talking about civil rights. And I keep telling everybody, civil rights was not about black people getting the right to vote. You already had that right back in the 1800s. It was like you had that due process, everything, all the rights that you claim that they claim that we got
just given us.
We had back then. No, the civil rights war was for feminists. It was to advance women's rights, or the feminist movement.
It was to white woman,
exactly.
Bring her,
It was also to usher in the Rainbow Coalition, or the LGBTQ agenda, which has been implemented. And then the last leg of that civil rights agenda was to have open borders and accept any people that comes into the United States.
It don't make sense.
Which does not make any sense, because in every country you go into, they have a rule.
They have rules.
And you just can't infiltrate them. Even us living in America, if we just couldn't walk into Mexico and say, hey, I want to live in Mexico because I'm sick of the United States.
I would love to see us dropping our babies over the wall over Mexico and see how they receive our babies. We over here crying. Look at them, they dropping them babies over the wall. Well, if they turned around on us and we had to go and drop our black babies over there, they would deport them immediately.
Yeah, they would do exactly what Joe Biden did when the Haitians were underneath the bridge.
Yeah, ain't nobody, mommy, what? Don't get
this is the reason why I brought it up.
Don't get on that.
This is the reason why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be highlighted.
Yeah.
You know, he deported them. He put them on a jet and got them out of here.
They was on horseback.
Well, they was rounding them up on horseback.
But you ain't seen them on horseback for the other people, right?
Well, they ain't do it for anybody else. That's the whole point. They didn't even put them in planes and send them to different countries.
No.
They put them in buses and sent them to different ports, to different cities, sanctuary cities in the United States. You know, and they're trying to wonder why crime is where it's at. They're trying to wonder why the children are doing the things that they're doing, which, and we'll get into that a little bit later, because we want to stay on topic. But, you know, you're 100% correct. We've gotten away from nationalism, and we've embraced globalism. So we're now, again, go back to Hamas and the Ukraine and all that stuff. I don't think you people are, again, I talk about how stupid, you know, we are, well, you all are as voters, because you keep voting for these people. You don't understand how many hundreds of billions of dollars have gone to the Ukraine.
Reparation money.
By itself, let alone what's going to happen to Hamas and Israel, because they can't just give Hamas money without giving Israel money. It's impossible. You get what I'm saying? So the whole thing that's taking place here is, like you said, we've embraced globalism, and we're not African Americans, because Africans don't like us.
King, I'm going back to my initial joint when I was talking about tradition. Black folks always say we don't have no tradition. Well, again, we say we do. We have tradition in this country. We have a lot of things we do. But one thing that really ruffled my feathers, this guy is really, to me, destroying our city at its highest level. He's gone even down to the traditional thing of B. Gaddy.
Well,
B. Gaddy's.
Hold on, Ty. You got to say who it is, Ty.
Well, I mean the leader of our city.
Well, no, listen, you got to call him out, Ty.
Well, I seen a sign said he was missing up on Wrightstown Road. He got sign.
I understand that, Ty, but you got to listen. He's on the milk cart.
Brandon Scott.
Thank you. He's on the milk cart box.
I thought he was on the. Yeah, they only got him about signs they missing.
He missing.
But anyway, the B. Gaddy thing. To me, to send the B. Gaddy thing to Cherry Hill is the most dumbest and outrageous thing that we have heard since this administration has been in there. To me, man, leave some stuff alone. Just because the recreation center ain't where B. Gaddy at, Find another one in that community. Cherry Hill, hey man, I love Cherry Hill, but Cherry Hill do their own damn thing.
Well, yeah.
They do their own damn thing.
They've been doing their own thing.
They've been doing their own damn thing. Now, what are these people going to do from that community that originally started the B Gaddy's dinner? Where are these people going to eat now? Because she had hundreds and thousands of people from that region that walked there.
Yeah.
How they going to get to Cherry Hill? You going to bus them?
Well, Ty.
See, because they ain't going to get on the bus.
No.
They not going to eat.
No.
This Thanksgiving from that community there.
Well, see, Ty.
You see what I'm saying? Leave tradition alone.
What have we been talking about? Change just for the sake of change.
Just for the sake of change. Stop this change stuff. We are the only people. Let me explain this to you.
Thank you.
It is only black people who keep saying, oh, that's old school. It's only the blacks that's saying it. If you go anywhere in the world, they still got the same buildings from 6 centuries ago. And they're using them.
And they're using them. 600 years ago. You're right.
It's only the American blacks who keep saying, oh, that's old school Unc, or that's old school Pop. No. Again, I say chicken is still fried the same way.
Even in the air fryer.
Even in the air fryer.
You still got to put a little oil on it.
So cut it out. It's only us, King. B. Gaddy should always stay where it's to be central somewhere in that community. If that one wreck is not working, then you find another one. Or put some tents up.
How about this, Ty? We talking about the wrecks not working. Wasn't there a thing about wrecks and pools, and they were supposed to be influenced?
They was supposed to be
influx of money.
They was supposed to be fixing all of them this summer.
All right.
Some of the pools still didn't open up this summer.
All right.
Some of the pools didn't open up this summer.
Okay.
Drew Hill Park is still behind schedule.
Not only
Drew Hill Park was supposed to have been done. 3-year thing. Both been done.
Yeah.
Both been done. Still ain't done.
Yeah.
But yet you hiding and finagling money all around to all these little special entities.
Ty, he going to jail.
You get what I'm saying? Oh, we did some what they call it? We broke up a fight.
Oh, the mediation.
Your mediation. There ain't no such thing as street mediation. Let me be the first one to tell you that. If he got a gun, he coming back after you mediated. All right? So ain't no such thing as street mediation. Let's cut that out.
Well,
Let's get that. I want to get that out the way with this street mediation.
Well, Ty, you gotta understand.
We mediate. We went and stopped 3, 4, 5 guys from killing each other.
Ty, you gotta understand.
You didn't.
Ty,
you didn't take the gun from him.
Ty, you got.
You coat racked this gun.
Ty, you got non-street people telling you how street business works.
They coat ratting guns, King.
Ty, you got non-street people telling you how street business is run.
Good call.
That is the problem here in Baltimore.
King, give me the website real fast.
Sure. The website here is WFBR1590.weebly.com. You can also find us at K-Thoughts on YouTube or Rumble. That's K-Thoughts, KAETHOUGHTS. You can also find us on Spotify, Anchor, Google, and iHeart.
Well, it might not be iHeart. Black iHeart Radio, right? Didn't they get rated?
Listen, we gonna leave.
For stealing people money. No. Yeah, I told you once you played.
No, hold on, Ty. I don't think that was them. I think they was caught up with the whole DJ Envy thing. The real estate mess. So
the real estate stealing money. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but that wasn't iHeart. I just think they were on that platform.
Oh, it was on the platform.
But yeah, iHeart Radio. Yeah, that's those are our platforms for our podcast. Okay. You can find us there. And there you look to find that podcast. It is the Tyrone Hour. The Tyrone Hour. If you're looking for the podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, or Anchor. And it's K-Thought if you're looking on to view it on Rumble or YouTube.
Thank you, brother. Again, I say let's holler out to some of our sponsors. More Better, right?
More Better, yes.
More Better fish and everything. Brother Sean Blue, he's on the corner of Milford Avenue and Bell. The menu is great, guys. I mean, if you You know, if you're a fish lover, and he's got desserts and everything he talked about coming up with King. And,
from 11 to 6.
Again, I say, King, we sat here and we brought the brother on, and the brother called me the other day and came by, and he needed the platters, King. And it tied back to what we started back about how we tied a business together.
Yes.
That fast. You know what I mean? We tied the business, but more better. At the corner of Milford and Bell Avenue, Brother Sean Blue makes a great meal. Thank you too, Brother Sean, for sponsoring and helping the Tyrone album go on. You know, to anybody that wants to go up there, man, it's a very clean spot, man. You know, it's a local spot, you know, and it's a good meal. It's great meals. It's open only on Saturdays right now. It's only on Saturdays right now, and you know, he's thinking about expanding the days, but right now it's just on Saturdays. Kenny at Impressive Barbershop on Park Lane, right on Park Heights and Cold Spring. Brother Kenny, man, I forgot your number, man, and I don't have the card. We were supposed to call and have an interview because I wanted Kenny to get on the air and explain how he got the barbershop.
Right.
And what he did to do, and you know, because you think sometimes things are hard. You know what I mean?
Okay, and I got one on this end here. This straight Jamdung island cuisine, and that's located at 429 East Patapsco Avenue, right down the street from here.
Oh, okay.
You know, and you can call your orders in at 443-338-8121. Again, good food, good places, good vibes. You know, that's if you're into, you know, Jamaican food. I'm Jamaican, so that's what I primarily eat every day.
Yep. CC Lounge on Ricestown and Nelson. Brother Kurt, man.
Nice,
Nikki's the bartender. Serves great drinks. It's a nice spot, man.
Nice laid back,
great atmosphere.
Yes.
If you want to get there, man, it's basically almost every day. Basically,
how about this one? A nice adult spot.
A nice adult spot in the community. No foolishness and
none of that. Yeah.
You know, we from the hood, so if I say that's like a wild spot, you know what I'm talking about. This is not that type of spot.
This is not that type of spot.
We didn't give it that laid. We said laid back adult spot.
Yeah, you come in there with that foolishness, you might get tossed out of there.
You're gonna yes.
No, I'm dead serious. You're gonna get tossed out of there.
Yeah, we don't play those type games.
They don't play them games there. It's a very adult and peaceful atmosphere.
Yes. People get along, ain't none of this stuff.
Again, it's a black business.
It's a black business.
And we support them. Yep. Every business you hear us talk about is black-owned businesses.
Right. To all them brothers, I know you brothers help out and everything, and appreciate your help and everything. And I said, man, that, you know, this is how you guys going to get through with your advertisement. And here at the radio station, man, we have so much great programming. Brother Dern's coming on after us, and we supposed to be linking up, man, in about a couple weeks. I'm going to do on a collaborative show. You know, I'm going to be on his show. He's going to be on our show. And, you know, because we all talking about this. Remember I said this before, King, that all these shows basically are saying the same thing. You know what I mean? We just say it in different ways. It's almost like religion.
Oh,
you know, I'm a Baptist, you a Christian, you're a Hindu, you're what? We all say the same thing about just one point, God. You know what I mean? But again, I say, King, to all the people who support us and everything, Mommy, thanks for your money, Ma, your sponsorship and everything, Ma. Love you to death, Ma. I hope you up. If you are, me and King were like, I don't drink coffee, but I take a small orange juice and a sausage and biscuit, Ma, if you can.
You know, I'm not cheap. I need that steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
King, I have one more thing I want to talk about. Something I seen on the back of the bus, on the back of the MTA buses.
Uh-oh.
I'm not homophobic. You say King is phobic, mean you scared of something.
Yes.
I'm not homophobic, or nor am I criticizing the culture or anything of that nature. But I just want to ask a question. On the back of all the MTA buses, it says that, you know, like it's it was either LBGQ or gay or whatever. It says that we bring a different energy to the job, and it kind of perplexed me because I said, now you bring a different energy to the job. What energy are you bringing to dropping the same fries that this person dropping? See, I didn't ask for the energy. I asked for the labor. I asked for the labor. I didn't ask for anything else. But I just wanted that one statement is that we bring a different energy to the job. I just want the job done.
Well, see, that's the problem.
And like I said, go ahead.
That's the problem. It's the energy. You hit it right on the head. You are here to do a job. I'm not here for your energy. Your energy is for you on your personal time.
And that's usually energy is what fuels you to keep moving.
Yes.
See, and that's the energy I want.
Yes.
I want your energy to fuel you to finish and do my job because you do a good damn job.
Yeah. Instead,
because of what your culture is or what you do a damn good job. But I just want to know.
No, we getting bombarded with emotions.
I just want to know what is this different strength that they bring to jobs. I just don't understand that because, I mean, Mr. Melvin is happy. Miss Johnson or Lisa is happy the same way, just like you. When they come in, they say good morning, just like you. They come in, they start the machine, they get to doing their work. And, it's perplexing me when I seen the different.
Well, it shouldn't perplex you, Ty, I'll tell you why. It shouldn't perplex you.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask that question.
No, it shouldn't perplex you, and I'll tell you why. We talked about this earlier in the week, today they call it chasing clout. Everybody is about individualism.
Independence. We going back again?
Well,
go ahead, King. Go ahead, King.
And because of it, everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard. Their opinion matters. So I'm bringing a different energy. So now I want you to focus on me. I was like, but I don't need
that's not how this job. The job been in existence for 200 years.
But you see, everything is changing now just for the sake of change, and this is what's taking place.
What happened to Bud Light?
Well, they had to capitulate, and now they done sold.
What happened to Bud Light?
They giving their beer away free to the UFC.
What happened to Bud Light?
They giving that beer away free to the UFC.
When they capitulated, what happened?
Yeah, so, this is exactly what, this is what...
I'm only speaking real facts.
This is what
I'm not criticizing, I'm just speaking facts.
This is what you're going to face. And, it's a degree of reality.
That's all I wanted to bring that out, King.
It's a degree of being detached from reality. And that's what you see. And that's why we bring a different energy. And my thing is, I don't care.
I just want you to cook hamburgers. We got 500 kids coming through. Can you cook the hamburgers and have them ready?
I don't care what energy you bring.
I don't care what energy. You know what? We do got energy drinks. Go over there and get some more energy.
Well, what also happens...
burgers roll.
But hold on, Tom. What also happens is your energy is met with equal and opposite energy. You see, what I've noticed is that everybody that's starting to talk now, everything is about them, and you need to understand how they are.
Man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You do the job.
And they don't even take the time to understand that, you know what? I may not feel the same way that you feel about that situation. They automatically leap to this,
conclusion.
Yes, this is what's going on, and you need to change it to make me feel better. Huh? And I'm like, well, it may not make me feel better.
Let me show you an exact result of what we talked about the other day. We watched a young man on Anne Arundel County, being hit by the police. And the blacks went crazy. And the narrative was fed right because it was a white guy. So the narrative was given. The narrative was given straight.
Oh, you talk about the guy? He was resisting arrest?
Yeah, resisting arrest. Do y'all know what resisting arrest would happen to you? But the narrative that's being taught to our people, express yourself. Again, I talk about this all the time. Express yourself even at the chance of being harmed and hurt. King, what I say when we was on the way, King? I'm a tough guy, King.
He's a tough guy, yeah.
But it's 20 other tough guys over there. And I ain't going over there and express myself right now because something might happen.
Hey.
Police got the young man, guys. Father was on television saying, he shouldn't have hit him. The police shouldn't hit him. He's not doing his job by hitting him. Mm-hmm. Well, usually a resisting arrest turns into blows being thrown. Am I right? Usually a resisting arrest comes from the person trying to be arrested, trying to get away, and throwing blows, right? And I'm the cop. You think I'm going to let somebody throw blows at me, and I ain't throwing them back? Let's be real. See, we talk about the heat of the moment.
Yes.
We ain't talking about your compassionate thought after you sat home and watched the video.
No.
I'm talking about the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
The heat of the moment is what I've seen.
See?
Son, what are you doing?
Ty, what did I just tell you?
These people are going to hurt you.
What did I just tell you? People are talking they're talking about streets business and they're not in the streets.
Yes.
How are you going to make that assessment? You just hit it on the head. It was, listen, knee-jerk reaction. What?
Yeah.
It's on.
It's on. I got to take you down now. This is my job.
Not only that, I don't know what you got going on with you. My life is at stake here.
And you got a book bag on. Who knows what you might have in there?
Well, see, again, and this
That's
is
the
where,
narrative, right?
Well, see, this is where all of that, the emotional stuff comes out. Well, now I've had time to sit back and analyze the video, and now I see where everything was wrong. But you don't see where everything was wrong to initially start it, when it initially started.
Yes.
Had he not resisted arrest, then he'd have never got hit.
If he had mind his business. See, that's where I'm going at. See, I'm gonna go back to that. See, something else is going on, I believe, and he had a cell phone up, I believe, and they told him to put the cell phone down. Well, I can do what I want to. I remember saying that too, King. But what else we said after that? You won't do that again. See, when you get knocked in your head, you remember saying that, baby? See, I'm gonna go back to that now. Hey, man, I ain't gonna do that again, man. That man knocked the hell out of me.
Yeah, he hit me really hard.
He hit me really hard. I ain't doing that ever again, nor am I going back to fight him.
He meant it.
I won't do that again.
He meant that one.
See, that's where we got to be at with these situations.
He hit me for real, Ty.
He hit me for real.
That's what we used to say. He hit me for real.
I won't do that again, King.
Yeah. He hit me for real.
Excuse my language, that hurt it.
He wasn't playing. He
hurt it.
Yeah, in proper English, it hurt it.
It hurt it. Yeah, I mean.
Now, it hurt. It hurt it. Yeah, he really put some emphasis behind that.
See, that's where we at right now.
Yeah.
I'm saying to my child, what were you thinking about? You weren't going to win. See, that's where we at. I don't care how we look at, the police should not hit him. Regardless, he's an officer. I'm an officer. If I'm trying to lock you up, you hit me, I'm cracking your ass back.
See, Ty,
my language.
But see, Ty, here's the problem. You have highlighted a problem, but you really haven't illuminated, the base of the problem. You said it was, what? A youngin', right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in Dundalk, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday it was an armed robbery. An armed carjacking. Yeah. They basically pulled up on dude. Dude got out of his car. They just climbed in his car and drove off with it.
Yeah, but
when they caught him over in West Baltimore, and they finally, they called it a short chase. After the short chase,
King,
14 and 16.
King.
Hold on, Tom.
Yeah.
At Carver.
Yeah.
There was.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
At Carver, there is a fight taking place between some youngins. Come to find out, the parents are engaging. They're adding fuel to the fire. Guns were brought on both sides. Guns were used on both sides. But again, these were 16, 17. These are juveniles.
The mothers brought them up.
Yeah. The juveniles.
Yeah.
So we have a problem here with the juveniles are out of control.
Yeah.
But what we're not looking at is the parents behind them are out of control. The parents behind them are on that guerrilla gangster mess. They too are a part of what you see going on with this telephone and the Instagram, and they want to be, this, that, and the third. They want to go viral. Everything is about image and clout. So you have the parents. You have the parents behind these kids. That's the battery.
Let me talk about what's name, King.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you. Yeah. That's the battery behind this whole drill scene. This is why it's not a problem to go out and kill. Y'all wondering where the guns coming from? No, they not coming from out of town. They're not breaking into people's cars. They fathers and their mothers and their cousins are buying them and giving it to them as a rite of passage to cause mayhem and havoc on the streets.
The mother of the squeegee kid who shot and killed a man posted a video, a rap video. Did y'all see it? Did you see it?
I didn't see the video. I just heard the song.
He made a rap video while he was in jail, waiting to go to court. I smoked him. And in the joint, he talking about I smoked him. She posted this before he got sentenced. She is so lucky he only got 15 years. If this was 25 years ago, that would have got him an extra 30 years probably.
Hey, you know what
she posted.
Hey, you know what the sad part is?
As though she helping her son.
Well, she did. She did, because they just came out and said, due to all of the things that they have on the books, even though he got 15 years,
yeah, he not gonna serve all that. We know that.
He's only gonna do no more than 6.
But she put
he'll
this
be out by the
video
time
out.
he's 21.
She put it out there. This is unreal. And then back again, I said, all the things we going through is the exact result of our people in our community.
Well, we accept everything. We are the dumping ground for bad ideas.
If
you have a horrible idea, bring it over to the black community.
Because Narcan. I'm going to keep talking about Narcan. Yeah. Oh, they bring drugs in. We don't bring drugs. Well, they flipped it. They flipped it now. Guess who got the chemicals in their pocket now? Each and every one of us. If you see somebody laid out, you go and shoot him with the Narcan. No, I'm not touching him. You told me a pinch of fentanyl could kill a horse. I'm not touching them.
Well, we'll give you a story time.
I'll call 911 for you. I'm not putting Narcan in my pocket after hearing my people say for hundreds of years that these people bringing drugs in here, killing us, and now I'm walking around with it. So I don't want to hear it. They went from Bukes, talking about Bukes were going to stop them from getting high. Well, go down north and pick.
Bukes to Suboxone.
You go down north and Bukes to Suboxone, they selling them to get high off of. So cut it out. What happened in the black community? Nancy Reagan started it during Reagan time when Len Bias died. Len Bias hurt the country at its highest level. This was immediate drug rules done. When Len Bias died, it hurt the country. I cried like he was my brother. You get me? It started the phrase, just say no. No to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Be normal. If you put drugs in you, even the drugs that they saying they're helping you, you are not normal anymore. Even when you go to hospital and you take those drugs, you are not mentally normal anymore. So Nancy Reagan and them was telling us back in the day, another white folk, no drugs at all. You're going to be flipped all over the place mentally. Why are we not saying that anymore in our community, King? Go ahead, King. Why are we not saying it no more, King? I just don't understand. Say no to drugs.
Because I already told you. Everybody is already on drugs. They popping mollies. They doing all kinds of stuff. So all the drugs that they have has been synthesized, and now they're using designer synthetic drugs. That's what it is. I mean, they're on the pills heavy. Oxycontin got them. Well, Oxycontin got them, off it, and then they went from that to the Percocets, because Oxy was just too much. I mean, they had big people on, $10,000 a day habits. Yeah. So they had to get rid of Oxy, and then they got them on Perks, and then, from there it just mushroomed out, and now, okay.
It's everywhere. It's all type of stuff.
Yeah, so now the fentanyl came out. The fentanyl came out because, even though it came out, like a horse tranquilizer, killing people, they figured out how to make fentanyl safer. If you notice, people are ODing, but the people that are ODing are, habitual drug users, so they just, right. I'm trying to get as far as I can go.
But, every day.
And again, we forget that, it was a time where people was drinking the lean. They still drinking the lean, and that's codeine. Again, all these drugs that I'm talking about, these designer drugs, you have to get prescriptions for.
Just say no.
You can't get them. You can't just buy them in the street.
We talked about that before, King. Remember I talked about that?
Yeah.
Remember you couldn't get prescription drugs. You had to have a doctor thing.
So, you talking about a hookup. You talking about people who have access to things, and this is why I keep coming here every week saying that, we're being sold a lie by our own black politicians in these communities telling us that, they're coming in from here, they're coming in from there. No, they're coming in from your house because you live on the hill. And up on the hill, you guys are not scrutinized. So you could bring in all kinds of drugs, all kinds of weapons, all kinds of children, all kinds of prostitutes, all kinds of debauchery.
That's coming in across the border, all type of crap.
That takes place.
Everything. ISIS even coming through.
That's
they
what
coming that way.
That's what y'all have going on in y'all basements, where y'all have y'all little dungeons and cellars and things like that. And from there, y'all filtering it out into the communities that you want to destroy, so you could come and gentrify them and buy them up cheaply and gentrify them and then charge rent where people can't even afford to live there anymore. This is why you have the drug use the way that you have it, because people are looking for an escape.
At one time, you could work. When you worked, you couldn't get food stamps, but they know now that they are depriving us so much. They allow you to get food stamps even when you're working now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Even when you're working now, you get food stamps now. They know your money is not making it to buy food. It's only making it to the gas, the car, rent, mortgage, and that's it.
Yeah, but you see,
ain't no food money left.
But you see, who's the people that's doing that?
Well, we have your King. Time for my public service.
Yeah, I seen them again too, Jay.
Yeah, I know. I'd seen them too, King. Damn shame.
How we seen them in the wintertime and not the anyway?
Well, everything is topsy turvy now. We do everything.
Oh, you're right. Everything up back. Yeah,
everything is.
You don't wash windows in the wintertime.
Do they say topsy turvy anymore? Yeah, topsy turvy.
Yeah, he won't wash windows in the rain.
So all patrons coming into Maryland. I don't care if you're coming in from Garrett County.
Yeah, Oakland.
I'm going to Garrett.
Garrett.
I don't care if you come from Garrett.
Negro Mountain.
If you're coming through Garrett, you're going to come through, I think that's 70. And coming through 70, you're going to come past Negro Mountain.
Negro Mountain,
I keep giving this Negro Mountain because I know a lot of people say, ain't no Negro Mountain.
Yeah, it's not a negative connotation.
It's not, no, it's a Negro Mountain.
It's not a negative connotation.
Right up there. It's got the plaque up there and everything. Negro Mountain.
Negro Mountain.
All right, so you come through Negro Mountain, King. You go all the way down to Port Deposit. Beware of the wild squeegee crossings. You know how they got the deer crossings? You know what I mean? The deer crossing signs? Yeah, beware the wild squeegee joint. They got it's a sign with a little boy in a bucket like this. All right? So you beware that, all right? And if you run up on them, King, don't give them any eye contact. We've seen that happen. We've seen a violation.
Don't roll your window down.
Don't roll your window down. If you roll your window down, baby, and give them your phone and get knocked in your damn head, don't call the police today.
No.
Go home.
Take it.
And go home, tell your wife, your girlfriend, or your mother, or your father, your husband, or your family prayer that they tell you, what the hell happened? Give me a steak. What happened to your eye? I rolled my window down and talked to one of the wild squeegee crossings. You did what? Oh, you got what you deserve.
Yeah.
But if it gets ugly and you didn't do that, proceed through the light with caution and call the police. That is our weekly wild squeegee alert here. Why do we do it, King?
Because we saw women
and children were in the back seats while some of these children were beating the driver, while their mother or grandmother were being beat over dirty ass change. Yeah. That is our weekly wild squeegee alert thing. Thank you, King. We're going to continuously do that, King, because we haven't got a handle on it yet.
You got an enterprise. Well, we got an enterprise in business, Ty.
Yeah, you're right. Usually, you're right. They usually got to go through bankruptcy and all that, huh?
Yeah, they got to go through. Yeah, I mean, you can just go to any corner and open up a shop.
Open any corner.
Yeah, you just need a bucket and a wiper, and then you in business as a young entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a way to shoot high.
Yeah, here at the Tyrone Hour, we said that all the people who supported that were breeding black panhandlers. Aggressive black panhandlers. That's what we say here at the Tyrone now. All the people who said that was entrepreneurism, that was business, you were trying to breed black panhandlers. You know what a panhandler is. I thought you said you wanted the best out of our children. Wow, you hear what I just said?
That's what I said.
I thought we said we wanted the best for our children.
Yeah.
Way to aim high, Brandon, and black people who in the communities who supported this mess. Is that how high you can see one of our children go? Wow, we've been going to the corner so much. That's as high as y'all see us, huh?
Well, you got Westmore.
Wow, you heard where I just said that, y'all. We've been going down to the corner so much that our elites can only see us going that high to the corner.
Well,
wow,
I mean,
man.
listen, you got
King.
Westmore, you got Adrian Jones.
King, I say, man, thank you, man. We got great time, King, but just thank you, man, for us sitting on here, man, and actually spitting out shock treatment. See, because a lot of people are like, oh, now what he saying? Oh, why he saying it like that? No, it need to be said. Oh, cool, let's get on this, King, what we were talking about. I had got a beating when I was growing up. All right? We do know about beatings can be abusive, but your child need to be beat sometime. To all the folks that say they ain't beat their child, I don't beat my child. You're a damn lie. In that room and he got you frustrated, you, hot, get on out of here. You don't beat your child. You're trying to play the narrative. The narrative ain't working for you raising your child in a way. You might have to beat their ass. Excuse my language. Am I right? I'm right in a certain sense. Mm-hmm. You can't, enough. Your order has to come back into play. And when your child's out of order, sometimes the only way to get them in order is to get them up in a corner. Grab them up. Do what you got to do because you know your child more better than society knows how your child's going to act. You get me, King? So I know they taking, well, he said beat a child. See, I know you go running crazy. There you go running crazy. I ain't talking about just beating a child for nothing. I'm saying, but it's still some discipline in the home. See, because I had feared my father all the way up to he was damn near 80. I could have probably beat my father to death. He was puny and everything when he finally got older. He got smaller. But I was scared of my father all the way up till he was gone, King. And not because he beat me or anything of that nature, because he spelled discipline into me. Put discipline in us, King. The fear of God was put in us sometimes. The way I hear you talk about it, King, sound like the fear of God was put in you when Pops was...
When I was a kid, yeah, you know, I became a man, that fear went away. It was just respect.
Well, there you go, King. There you go. King, I say, man, here's the Tyrone out, King. We strive to bring what, King? Let's run off our real calls real fast, King. What we strive to do here?
Dignity. Self-respect.
Self-respect.
Self-accountability.
Self-accountability.
Self-discipline.
Self-discipline.
Emotional discipline.
Is that the number one we talk about right now in this society?
Emotional discipline.
Emotional discipline is the number one thing that's going on in society right now.
Yeah.
Emotional discipline. You can't handle your emotions.
Yeah, accountability, self-accountability. I mean, if you hear us talk, you know, everything always relates back to you. It's just, you know, you looking at the man in the mirror and, you know, you making the necessary changes to make yourself better. When you make yourself better, then you know, you modify your attitude or the way that you are to deal with how society comes. And then what happens is society modifies their attitude and how they deal with you, especially if they know that you're the type that's not having it.
How about this, King? This the way I'm ready to give it to you. You're almost like a coach. You're almost like an NFL or NBA coach to yourself. You know how we watching the game, King, and they say, well, excuse me, Coach, things look a little rough in the first half. What type of strategies are you going to come out with and try to change what's going on? Is that almost like when y'all kind of like follow what I'm saying? You're like a coach. So when things go wrong, you're supposed to go down and sit down and strategize and try to how to get it right? Mm-hmm. Or overcome the situation. So you're like a coach of yourself. I like what you said, King. Thank you, man. That was a good one there, man. You know, and that's why I wanted to put the coach thing on there. You know, because it's the second half, and we down 10, and we got to change some things, King.
Yeah, well, change. One thing that I've learned about change is nobody really wants to change. You see, change is the hardest thing. I mean, we've been on the job. Do you remember how hard they fought to change? Like, listen, we used to do it like that. Yeah. It's no longer like that no more. Why? Because there's a new regime, and this is how they want it done.
This is how they want it done.
Yeah, but I'm saying the old way is better it's better for y'all, but it's not better for them.
This is how they
yes. And they are the ones who put the new rules in place. So you have to capitulate to the rules.
That's right.
That's all.
That's right, King. I say, man,
that's where the self-discipline. Well, it does, but that's where the self-discipline come in, to understand that, you know what, I can't change this. I got to go ahead and adapt to it.
I got to adapt.
And again, it goes back to that old parable. Understand, give you the thanks. What do you say? Grant me the knowledge. God granted me the knowledge to understand the things that that I can change. And know the difference of the things that I can't
change. Yeah, I follow.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's a lot of principles that are not being taught.
Utilized.
Yeah, they're not being taught by the parents. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I sit back and watch parents just sit there and befriend their kids at 10, 11, 12, 13. I said befriend.
Befriend, yeah.
So, that me telling you what to do. Oh, Mom, go ahead. That didn't I tell you, that, whoa, it's no longer there. So, and that's what's been brought out here to the streets. So these people, when they leave their homes, hey, that's why somebody could run up to you. They gonna carjack you and take your car because they know ain't nothing gonna happen, and they gonna get caught with guns, and they know nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the narrative right now. Everybody's saying the same thing, man. That
it ain't a narrative. That's actually what's happening.
Yeah, I'm just saying everybody's saying it. That basically, man, it's no way, man. That goes back to my young law stuff from last week. Yeah. When I say ain't no such thing as young law. Hey, man, you shot somebody. There's nothing to talk about. Unless it was two little children accidentally got hold of a gun and accidentally did something. Yeah. We do know there's accidents, but the stuff we see is not accidents.
No, I told you. At Carver, you had the parents egging the kids on to go for that, and there were guns present on both ends, and they were used.
Yes.
I mean, this is what's going on. This is why when I get on here, and y'all hear me and Ty, we might disagree on certain things, but one thing that I'm not gonna yield on is you need to have a gun.
Yeah, King.
You need to have it because these people out here are crazy, and the only thing that they understand is when you smack them back. See, again, hold on, Tyler, let me get this one off.
Go.
I am old enough to understand that if you don't check certain things, it gets out of control. I told you yesterday in front of my house, I'm washing my car. I'm not even saying that. I'm watching the reckless behavior. I see all what's taking place. And then dude is looking, and I'm like, what am I looking? I'm looking at you. What you mean? You gonna run and tell the dudes on the corner? You go tell whoever you want to go tell, sir. You don't even know who I am. Yeah. I guarantee you. I'm not worried about anything.
I live here.
I live here. I'm not worrying about a thing. Yeah. You are crazy if you think that this is acceptable. But I'm not going to say nothing because your landlord hasn't said nothing.
Yeah.
You hear me? Yeah. And the police already told me I can't do nothing about it. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is.
King, I got a good question we were talking about the other day about alleged.
Alleged?
Alleged and innocent. What is it? Innocent until proven guilty?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I say that law was good when... I say that law was fair when you didn't have cameras or videos. That law was fair. All right? We just had another mass shooting. Man went 2 spots. AK, what's the name? He go to a bowling spot with children at. Now, the government is usually mad about. But you didn't go to the government you went to where children, when people were at. You coward. You're a coward. See, when you do things like that, you're a coward. Anyway... But innocent until proven guilty. We got the man on film like this coming out the joint. We know he's the guy. But in our country, nowadays, still to the day, we still saying innocent until proven guilty. No, he's done. We're not having no trial. You get what I'm saying? Now, after they catch this guy, we're going to spend 2 years having a trial, deliberations, to figure out what was on his mind. What was on his mind is on the video. You done. There's no innocent until proven guilty. It's right in front of my face. In this case. That's where I'm at with this, because I keep hearing the alleged shooter. What do you mean alleged shooter? So you say you have no description of him when you say alleged. But you got video of the man. You know his name. He's not alleged anymore. He's the guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the guy. And that's where we at with this false, phony stuff with this. I couldn't believe what I keep hearing this and say alleged. No, he's the guy. He's the guy, King. I'm just.
Listen, we are in a world. We're in a world devoid of common sense now.
Go ahead, King.
So I'm fully aware of what's going on. I see what's happening. This is why, I'm only talking to the people who are using their common sense. Common sense tell you to arm yourself. Common sense tell you to put your money away. Common sense tell you to own everything that is yours. Common sense tell you to have a couple of places where you can go in case something happens, because you know what? Living in the city is not going to be it. That's the first place they're going to come. You're going to need some place in the hills, a bunker or something. It all sounds far-fetched. All you have to do is look at how things are taking place. Look at your kids. Right now, you are under assault. Of your kids, of your children.
Assault.
And let me tell you something. I refuse to be under assault
by children.
From your children.
Your children.
So understand this. This is Kingsley talking, not Tyrone.
Yes.
I'm smacking fire out of children, women, grown men,
if you ain't
old men.
Daggone sense.
I don't care who you are. If you come around me and you on foolishness time, and you talking about you got mental illness, well, I do too. I come from the school where you meet crazy with more craziness.
That's right.
That's
it. That's right.
So, this is my, what do you call, public service announcement.
That's right.
To you people. Govern your kids.
Govern your children.
Get your kids in line. Because I'm telling you, I'm the one that's going to smack fire out of them.
I'm the one that's going to take your kid round to your house, bring your child to your house, and say, you better get this boy or girl.
Well, he's better than me. I'm smacking fire out of him right on the spot.
Cookie out of Texas said, great conversation. She in the community today. Y'all always have topics for everyone. Thank you, Cook, for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Cookie.
Again, man, I say, man, Man, King, but what's wrong with that Tyrone now? They talking about smacking women and children. No, they not children and all that. No, ain't nothing wrong with them. They said the obvious. If you coming with this foolishness to a table that don't accept the foolishness, prepare for something to go wrong.
Let me just give an example. Let me give an example of why I said what I said. Just early this morning, at Tyrone's house, we are watching a video of a woman berating a man. He's in line. He's not even saying anything. He's just looking at her with this stunned look, and she's just going off, yelling, and then she right in his face. And all he did was turn his head.
That wouldn't happen here.
Again, I'm being real with myself.
My mother, my father, and them told me when I was a kid, they said if somebody spit on you,
fire.
That's it.
Fire is coming out of anybody.
I was told, King, what was we told? Don't let nobody hit you.
Fire is coming out of you.
Male or female. If somebody hits you, you hit them back. Those were the first thing you were taught when they let you go to school on your own. If somebody hit you, you hit them back.
Fire is coming out of you. And if you don't know what the fire is, it's called your spirit. You're going to look at your spirit, and hopefully it jump back in your body. I won't
do that again.
But it's coming out of you.
I won't do that again.
I'm telling you, I'm smacking fire out of you.
King, I won't do that
and
again.
You can interpret it however you want to.
I won't do that again, King.
Ty, we've done it.
That hurt, King.
Ty, we have done it.
King, that hurt, though. That man
okay.
That man knocked the hell out of
You act like I don't know who you are.
King, that hurt. Damn.
All this righteous stuff you hear from this man over here, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just keeping it clean, King.
I'm telling you, fire gonna come out. He's sitting over here, but I know fire coming out of here.
So I'm just saying, though, it's like, King, we talk about these people, man, and everything, man, but we actually talking about the black elites are governing us.
Boy, y'all lucky Tyrone old these days.
We talking about the black elites are governing us. Our black elites. One of our black elites said it's not important and it's not in a hurry to deal with this problem. She'll wait till she come off of.
And that's Miss Adrienne Jones
in January.
From Annapolis.
Yeah,
that's Miss Adrienne Jones. She's a state representative. Yeah. She along with what's the other one that be wrong? Jill Carter. And
these are our black elites now that made these untouchable laws.
Well, you can't leave out the bald-headed wonder. The bald-headed Batman out there. Westmore.
Westmore. Okay. Yeah. He just do photo ops, right? Because that's all I see is photo ops.
Well, he's running for the presidency. Yeah. So and that's what Maryland is for. I'm sorry to tell everybody.
At one time,
I was the one who said that.
But I don't think I would do that for him. Yeah. Obama got my vote, but he would not get it.
I told y'all that he wasn't the one.
You would take him over a white guy? No, I would take him over the better candidate.
That's all. You heard what I just said? The better candidate.
You heard what I said?
The better candidate.
No, you black and you would take him. You wouldn't vote for him. No, I would bet for the better candidate.
The best candidate.
The best candidate. See what I said? That's me voting my values.
That's how y'all ended up with Brandon Scott.
You did, yeah.
That's how you ended up with Brandon Scott.
Did you see the old lady, the 81-year-old lady said he shouldn't have had a job?
She's so scared for her life.
She didn't want to be seen.
She didn't want to be seen. I'm trying to tell you.
Show my feet.
Y'all keep telling me this stuff.
He shouldn't have the job.
And it's going down. And what did I say, Ty? I said they shouldn't even have showed their feet. Because I understand in that area, you know them by your shoes.
You know them by your shoes.
That's real talk.
Yeah, you know them by your shoes.
You know them by your shoes.
Yeah,
So, again, I get tired of hearing non-street people talking about what's going on in the streets and trying to handle what's going on in the streets.
That's why
when they don't know what's going on in the streets.
That's why all those city councilmen in there, male and female, can't handle this situation because they not street people. They didn't come from the streets and got those city council jobs. Yeah. Maybe 2 of them in there, but they just in there finagling the system.
Hey, Councilman Zeke, if you need some help in direction of how you deal with stuff like this,
come see us.
Yeah, come talk to the Tyrone.
Come see us, Councilman Zeke. Yeah, won't you get your feet down in the hood like it is? Brandon feet was never in the hood.
And he grew up there. That's funny.
His feet was never in the hood.
And he grew up there.
He lived there, but his feet was in the clouds. Got 2 minutes, baby? All right. Again, I say, man, great show, King. Great show, man. We touched on a lot of things. To all the sponsors.
We got one?
Yeah, all the sponsors called in and everything, and all the sponsors, Morbella and CC Lounge and Impressive Barbershop on Park Heights, Kenny, Kirk, and everybody.
Straight Jamdung Island cuisine.
Hey. Donations are welcome. We got to call it real fast? Okay, hey, but donations are welcome, guys. King, again, I say, shock treatment is what we do here at WFBR 1590 every morning from 9 to 10. We strive to bring dignity, class back to our people. But the only way to do that, this system and this way of thinking has to be torn down. We got to stop accepting drugs. We got to go back to saying no to all drugs.